Hello and welcome to RCGC Today. I'm your host, Diane Carbonetta. Today we'll be taking a look at one of Rowan College at Gloucester County's fastest growing programs, engineering science. Here to tell us more, Professor Gayle Hughes, who oversees the program, and Megan Zeigler, a recent graduate. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Professor Hughes, could you just tell us a little bit about RCGC's engineering science program and what sort of career opportunities exist for graduates?
Most students that start at RCGC are first and second year engineers that want to get their basic calculus, physics, chemistry, basic courses out of the way, and some major specific courses that could go towards a mechanical, electrical, chemical, civil, biomedical type of engineering programs that we offer as a means to potentially transfer to other colleges, including Rowan University, Drexel, Rutgers, some of the local schools. They come as students to take the 2 years to get a good feel for what it's like to be an engineer. They're required to take what we call engineering clinic classes for the first 2 years. And this provides them an opportunity to learn about the different types of engineering programs that there are, as well as skills that they need, including calculations, learning teamwork skills, which is very important from an engineering profession point of view. You always have to work as a team when you're on an engineering program. Learning how to be confident in their skills and be aware of what it's like from both a professional and ethical point of view as to what's involved in the engineering profession as a whole. And most students will take these first 2 years to get those skills and then transfer on to another university where they'll take engineering specific programs like specifically civil engineering program courses to help them get their 4-year degree. And in most cases, engineers as a whole are highly valued. It's not difficult to get a job, and the compensation is very high. Typically, you could go anywhere from an $80,000 to over $100,000 a year job once you've finished your 4-year program, depending upon your profession. Some are higher than others.
Now, like many professors at Rowan College at Gloucester County, you have quite a bit of experience within your field. Mm-hmm. What drew you to teaching, and how are you able to use that experience to benefit your students? When I first got my degree, I started working at Lockheed Martin and did a lot of work on communication satellites. I also did some IR&D stuff and some research stuff. And as an aside, I started doing adjunct teaching at the local community college and in the math world, just teaching some algebra level courses, and I really liked that. And then as I finished, or as I started working with, got more and more into teaching math and physics, and was offered the opportunity to teach engineering classes here at RCGC, and now I also teach engineering at Rowan University as well. So I have an opportunity to see both the community college and the university level requirements, and hopefully bring some of those university level requirements back to a community college. So when a student transfers to Rowan University, for example, they're in a good place and they know, I know what is expected of them to be able to jump in as a junior. The engineering program has grown from an initial 25 students to more than 100 students today.
Every fall semester we have over 100 engineering students.
That's amazing. What do you think spurns this growth?
I think a lot of people I think there's a lot of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math courses that are offered at the high school level now, and I think students are realizing that these are the areas that they really like or are very interested in, and so being able to come to RCGC for the first 2 years and understand and get a feel for what an engineering program is really like provides them with an opportunity that they might not have at a regular 4-year university. It's less expensive. They figure out
that they are good in math and science and chemistry, and they really do like this particular engineering field. I think sometimes students go to a four-year university and might be a little bit overwhelmed, and this provides them a lower cost option to make sure it's what they really love.
Now, the college recently opened an addition to Scott Hall that houses classrooms that have, CNC machines,
Laser
3D printers.
3D printers. I'm very excited. It's really a truly engineering lab now. We have movable tables. We have computers ready. We do all sorts of experiments, and we're building things and really have much more room now than we ever did to be able to increase the program and to make it that much more successful.
Are there any other additions planned, or?
I think at the moment we're happy with our 4 new classrooms, to tell you the truth, and all of the extra equipment that we've been able to buy, including the machinery and the equipment that you've mentioned, and to expand the program, add more projects, provide a capability for students to actually do some building and electronic work where we weren't able to do that before. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy. 4 new classrooms. Hooray.
Well, when the program's that successful, I guess you need it for the good.
Yes.
Now, there's a unique articulation agreement in place that makes it easier for RCGC students to transfer into Rowan University's engineering programs.
Right.
How does that work?
A student comes into RCGC, they take a specific curriculum for their first and second years, which includes 4 semesters of the clinics that I talked about, 4 semesters of calculus, 2 semesters of chemistry, 2 semesters of physics. We have worked with Rowan to make sure that our curriculum is equivalent, so that as long as they fulfill our curriculum requirements, at the end of the second year, as long as they have a 3.5 or higher, they're accepted into the Rowan program and jump in as a junior or second semester sophomore, depending upon the major that they've picked. If they have between a 3.0 and a 3.5, I work with the Rowan people to give them recommendations as to the quality and the character of the student, and in most cases we are able to get them accepted without too much trouble. If you have below a 3.0, you can take classes again, you can increase your GPA, or you can transfer to Rowan in a different program and then transfer into engineering. So we've worked very closely with Rowan to make sure that we try to get as many students to be able to transfer as possible. Last spring we had over 25 students graduate, and we had most of them go into the Rowan program. So that was very successful. I'm very happy. This spring there'll be even more than that. I don't have a final number right now, but we're moving in that direction.
Megan, you have a degree in architecture, and you were already working full-time at an engineering firm when you made the decision to enroll at RCGC. What motivated you to go back to school?
Well, I was working at Remington and Vernick Engineers in Haddonfield, and I was drafting. So I had stayed home to raise my kids, and I sort of just went back to work sort of per diem, and I did a little drafting for them. And I switched between their mapping department and their facilities department, and there was 2 engineers that really sort of took me under their wing, and as I was drawing, was teaching me what I was drawing, and really intrigued me. So I decided that let's see if I could do it. So I enrolled in a couple classes. I took physics 2 and then hydraulics, just to see if I could do those classes. I could probably do it. So.
What has been, in your mind, the biggest benefit of Rowan College at Gloucester County's engineering science program?
Well, definitely, I have to say the price.
That's a good one.
Because I have a senior now, and I couldn't go back and sort of take his college money to see if I could do it. So the price was really nice, and also the partnership with Rowan, because I knew then I could go further if I wanted to, if I chose to, if I could do it. So.
Now, once you finished up your associate at RCGC, what was your next step?
So I applied to the graduate school at Rowan, for civil engineering and transportation, and I got in to there. So we did check to make sure that I could sit for my license afterwards, you know, with the engineering science, my architectural, and the graduate degree. So.
Do you feel that the education that you received at Rowan College at Gloucester County prepared you for the rigors of Rowan University's program?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I would say Professor Hughes especially, she was very tough on the labs and writing, and she made sure that you were really prepared. And I have to say also the math department. I just didn't know. I had never looked into community college before, but the math program is rigorous too. I mean, I took all the higher maths that I needed at the community college. I just didn't have any idea. And they were tough because they made sure that you memorized everything. You didn't really get a formula sheet because they said, depending on where you go, some colleges allow it and some don't. So let's prepare you to do either way.
Well, it sounds like Rowan College at Gloucester County's engineering program is really structured for student success. Thank you both so much for stopping by to tell us about it.
Well,
Thank you very much.
We'll be back in a moment with more RCGC Today.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina Nase and I'm the Dean of the STEM Division, and I have Lilliana Lemanowicz with me and Joe Albanese. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Great, awesome. So Lilliana is the president of the Women in STEM Academy. Do you want to tell us a little more about that?
So the Women in STEM Academy is a community of women in science, technology, engineering, and math. Being in STEM is kind of overwhelming, and it's common to feel left out or even scared sometimes. So we try to empower women in their field of choice, no matter if it's chemistry or physics or math. We try to support them in their current classes and in their future careers. There is a scholarship available, but any and all women in STEM are welcome in the program. We have an induction ceremony every year with a pinning ceremony and our own lab coats. We have our own special study lounge in the Math and Engineering Center, where we host monthly cafe meetings to socialize with each other and to network with our faculty. We have field trips, guest speakers from other colleges, and our industry partners. We have a lot of community service opportunities, including working with children of all ages.
Awesome. Do you do any work with high school students?
Sure. Every year we have our Women in STEM Fair on RCGC's campus. We invite students from all of our local high schools to learn about the different types of science, mostly through some historical women in STEM and their work. For example, we extract our DNA in honor of Rosalind Franklin. We study mushrooms like Beatrix Potter did. The students don't just observe, but they also experience what science is really about.
Awesome. Thank you. So I know, Lilliana, you work a lot with Joe. Joe is the president of the Science Club. Do you want to tell us about some of the activities maybe you work on together, or the Science Club?
Absolutely. So for the Science Club, we're working on getting together some more trips and more fun events. Currently, we're doing a lot of outreach. So we do a lot of school visits, and we recently went to the Boys and Girls Club to run science experiments with the children there. We made elephant toothpaste, and it was a great time. So one of the faculty there told me that when they first told the students that they were going to be working with a bunch of scientists from RCGC, they were like, "Oh, science, boo!" But once we got there and after we did all the experiments, they were super excited about science. They all had a great time, and it's just really great to see children being inspired and enjoying being educated in science. We're also on Tuesday nights at RCGC, we have STEM Scouts, which we work with the same group of kids week in and week out, and we work on pushing them in in science, and it's a very organized program that's affiliated with the Boy Scouts of America, and it's really an awesome program to help children get involved with science and technology.
Awesome. One of the big events that we did with the STEM Scouts was the STEM Scout Expo. You guys were both heavily involved in that. So we did a lot of mentoring the students and helping them with their projects. Then we had the big science fair at the end. Did you enjoy that experience? Do you think that was worthwhile for the students to?
Absolutely. I think that it's one thing to be working on projects individually and even in groups, but another to present those projects not only to their parents who were very proud of them, but also to their siblings and their peers, and then even to the professionals who ended up judging them.
Awesome. And do you have any events coming up that we have looking forward to in the fall, maybe?
Yeah, we have STEAMCon coming up.
Were there any special events that you liked at that event?
Yeah, STEAMCon, we had an escape room, which everyone enjoyed. Everyone came back to, because we were in with, we had tables full of experiments for the kids, elephant toothpaste, marshmallow catapults, all that fun stuff. And they would come back and they were like, oh, we just did this escape room, and it was so awesome. We made our own t-shirts, it really is a fun family event that everyone enjoys. Everyone who goes there loves it.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for coming here today to talk more about some of our STEM initiatives on campus, and we will be back soon.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Recently, the students of Rowan College at Gloucester County's English as a Second Language program took some time out of their day to learn about and celebrate one another's cultures. I hope you enjoy some highlights from the event.
Welcome! 45 students representing 20 countries donned the traditional dress of their native cultures and shared artifacts, pictures, and music while enjoying the cuisine of different countries at Rowan College at Gloucester County's International Culture and Food event. The event was coordinated by the college's English as a Second Language instructors to recognize and celebrate the many cultures represented within the ESL program. Passports were handed out containing information about each of the countries represented, along with maps and common phrases, so that attendees could learn about the cultures of their fellow students and share what they feel is so special about their own.
We do that so we can have our students speak English to each other, but also share their culture and their ethnic backgrounds. All the religions are also represented, sitting next to each other, enjoying the same wonderful feeling.
I like all cultures. People came here and we can share each other's food. We took pictures and everything. It was really fun.
I like Indian dress and South Korea dress. It's so beautiful.
Students agree that the English as a Second Language program has been of value to them.
I like this program because every day I learn with my classmates.
Yeah, my teacher is really nice. She's like friend. I like her.
It's like my family.
Come here and join this program, and if they want to do something better, they can learn from here and they can prepare from there for their future.
For more information about the college's ESL program, which helps develop English speaking, reading, and writing skills in adults who are not native speakers of the language, call 856-681-6227.
I'm Brian Rowan. I'll be your host for this episode, where we take a look around the Rowan College at Gloucester County campus at some of the people, places, and activities that take place. Today we're going to start our episode with a look at our Cooperative Education program. In this program, our students get valuable experience, and while they do, they earn a paycheck.
Cooperative Education at Rowan College at Gloucester County is an opportunity for students to work in a mentored position with one of our partner employers. We match them according to what they're interested in learning, and they go to work in a paid position and they receive college credit at the same time.
For me, the biggest takeaway would be the real world experience and seeing how you have to dress, how you have to act. It's really helpful to me anyway, because I wasn't thinking about insurance at all, and now I am going to get my license for insurance, so I think it's really helpful.
The candidates who come from RCGC are very strong, so I feel that their abilities that they have actually been bringing to the company are beneficial, and what we provide back to them make them stronger.
The work experience that students gain from participating in cooperative education gives them a competitive advantage over other job candidates.
Since I have experience as like a business administration intern, as compared to my peers who may not have an internship, it already looks really good on a resume. So it shows that I have great time management skills. I can manage a social media page. I can articulate very well. Any type of internship really gives you an advantage because it shows you have this experience. When you leave an impact on an internship or wherever you are at a job, there could always be something else that could really propel your career. And they may want to hire you back. In my case, they wanted to hire me back. So it kind of shows that I left an impact there, which makes me feel good as well.
And now we're joined by Dr. Candice Racite to tell us more about the Cooperative Education program. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Brian.
So important, there's a difference between a co-op program and an internship. Can you give us a little background on those?
Sure. The Cooperative Education program at Rowan College at Gloucester County has a couple of distinct differences between that and a traditional internship. Our cooperative education students are matched in their career field. Our partner employers mentor the students. All of our students are paid and they all get college credit. And typically with an internship, those elements aren't always guaranteed.
And we know for all students, internships, co-op education is extremely important in terms of getting the experience for a job. Why do you think the students should get involved in this?
So the primary benefit, aside from the college credit and getting paid, is really that they're gaining experience that is putting their academic knowledge into practice. They're going to graduate with a 2-year degree, and they're going to sit for their next interview and be able to talk about real-world experience. They're going to be able to say, I know how to network, I can talk to clients, work with customers, I understand certain software, I've worked on various projects, made these publications. So it really gives them the competitive advantage that not everybody else is really going to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Those experiences and having something to discuss in an interview situation, I'm sure, would be very helpful. The co-op program, we believe, also helps our local businesses.
Absolutely. Our businesses are chamber members. They're members of the community in Gloucester County and some of the surrounding counties, and I find that they are really working with our students because they're coming to them motivated. They're very eager. They are innovative. They have the up-to-date and very relevant academic application to offer. And probably the best thing that our students have is they're technologically savvy. They understand social media, and that's how businesses are growing, is tapping into that opportunity, and our students can do it in their sleep.
One of the reasons why the program's had so much success is the support of the Gloucester County Chamber of Commerce. We know that's a partnership that you've worked to develop and build upon. Tell us a little bit about how that helps us.
So many of our partners are Gloucester County Chamber of Commerce members, and typically we give them a couple of different benefits. They usually come to us first, and so they kind of get first pick of our students. We have what's called Decision Week, where students are going out in that week and they're interviewing with chamber members. One of the other things that we do is, at the college, we are open to our community. We host a lot of networking events. We make that available to our chamber members just to give them the opportunity to network with other businesses, find new clients, find new customers. And we also invite them to our speaking events because we look to them to work with our students, to partner with us, and we want to hear from them. We want to know economically and socially what's going on in the community around us. So it really is a partnership. It's a good two-way street between us and all the businesses.
So for our business leaders out there that are watching the program, as they all do, let us know, do they have to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce to take part in this cooperative education program?
No, you don't have to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce. We have a couple of businesses that are just in the community that have found us either on the website or they know somebody that works at the college. And so they're looking for the same benefit that our students are bringing in. So we would absolutely, as long as a business is willing to mentor our students and provide them a paid experience where they're really getting a good work experience that's related to their career field, we'll absolutely welcome them to the program.
And these are really top students here at the college. You do a great job building them up and supporting the program. So when they're out there, there is support here at the college for the students if there's any need of support from the college, correct?
Absolutely. So the program is really structured because students are getting 3 credits. They're actually in a class with me as the instructor. So there are checkpoints. There are goals that they've developed. There's a midterm evaluation, a final evaluation. I do visitations with the employer. I'm only a phone call away and usually maybe like a 5 to 10 minute ride. So if anything kind of goes on, I'm partnered with the employer just like they're partnered with us, and then I'm also the instructor and the advocate for the student at the same time. Yeah.
Great. So it sounds like something a lot of students and businesses want to be a part of. How do they get the information and get started?
So you can go to our website. It's rcgc.edu/COOP. There's lots of links on our website also that'll take you directly to Cooperative Education, or you can find me. I'm in the Business and Corporate Center on campus.
I think you're going to have a lot of knocks on your door and calls and emails.
That would be great.
Congratulations on starting or getting the program going so successfully, and we hope you come back on the show at a later date to fill us in some more.
Thanks, Brian.
We're going to leave you with a video and an event that took place in my realm in the Roadrunner Athletic Center. We had an activity with our unified sports teams that bring together Special Olympics athletes and our general education students and athletes, and during their annual game, we had a game-winning shot. Alex Park is featured in the video. He's also been featured on local news, and it was a great event that'll leave you with a smile on your face. We hope you enjoy the video.
It's gonna be great.
Finally got your shot.
That was to Mr. Clark. I wish him good luck in golf and that, but I wish he was here to see it. And I love playing for Unify. Unify is my thing, and this year I'm graduating, so yeah.
Alex, we're so proud of you. Coach said to you right before that play.
I can't believe the other team, you men's team, dogpiled on me.
Yeah, it was. What was it? Was it fun for you to see the men's basketball team out here supporting you?
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, what's next for you, Alex? You made the game-winning shot. What's next? What can top this?
Hopefully be on their team so I can make another shot for them.
Great stuff. You heard it first. Yeah. Alex Park, great job tonight, my friend. Congratulations. Awesome job.